Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Chicago here. We're looking at Michigan Avenue. We're outside Nutella's and Nando's where we usually begin our walks here on Sunday here. I'm going to head down to the Hilton Hotel. We were down there earlier this morning. Here's the line to get into Nutella. We usually see this in the summertime. Hey, congratulations to the women's gymnastic team there. There they are. Flip the script there. They won the gold all around medal there at the Paris Olympics there. Isn't that great? We should all celebrate that as Americans. And you know, I have no idea what's going to happen down here. People have messaged me. They've asked me to cover this like a journalist. You know, we'll walk past the Bean and Millennium Park and all that. And Krista, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in here. We'll let other people file in here. I am Jen. How you doing there? Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Chicago. Yeah, we'll head down Michigan Avenue. We'll head towards the Hilton Hotel. You know, and it's a newsworthy event. We were down there this morning. The probably national media was set up there. The local affiliates, we saw ABC7 and CBS. I'm sure NBC's down there. And I just want to see what it looks like. And we'll also walk by Lollapalooza. They're setting up Lollapalooza. Of course, I'm planning to go to that starting tomorrow. Lollapalooza starts tomorrow, but we'll head down to the Hilton Hotel to see if there's any crowd gathered there to either protest or just try to get a glimpse of Trump speaking at the National Association of Black Journalists. They're having their conference there, and they invited both Kamala Harris and Donald Trump to speak. Kamala Harris had a scheduling conflict from what I read, but it's kind of controversial that candidate Trump's showing up for that, former President Trump. And we'll see what's going to happen there. Hey, how's it going there, Heather B. and John James and Dave in Bangor, Maine, and Sharon, thanks for tuning in. Mary Therese, yeah, thanks everybody. Taco, how you doing there? Thanks for tuning in. It's good here. Dolores, how you doing there? Christy and Krista, good. So you see, it's pretty crowded here on Michigan Avenue. We'll try to get over to the cider so I don't annoy these people by talking so much here. There we go. Good. So we'll go up and check out the Bean here. And then we'll head down to the Hilton. We were there this morning, like I said. And it might be a bunch to do about nothing. You know, it's, you know, these things happen. You know, it's just, I saw that the leadership that scheduled it like 2 days. I think people were surprised that he was going to speak at this, and people attending the conference were like, oh great, this should make for some interesting copy. We'll see how it turns out here. It makes for an interesting day. May, how you doing there? Yeah, thanks for tuning in there. Chris, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Lunch Bunch here. Yeah, so yeah, we'll head past the Bean and we'll check out the entries for Lollapalooza down there at Ida B. Wells and Michigan Avenue. They got some music playing there. Yeah, it sounds like a party over there at the Don't You Want Me Baby. Yeah, I gotta get away from here before the algorithm discovers the copyrighted music. I guess they got a new tool that allows you to scrub the copyrighted music out of videos, so I'll hope to take advantage of that, because not that I want to monetize everything, it's just I don't want to violate any copyright or get a strike there, all that stuff. But hey, here sounds like the symphony might be practicing today. If I wasn't planning on going down to the Hilton there, I would cover, well, let's just quickly check out here, because we were at the Bean earlier. I'm just curious to see what's happening there. We'll take a peek at the Pritzker Band Show. Sounds like they're practicing for a concert or something. But here's the Great Bean of Chicago. We were here twice this morning on TikTok. We walked by the Bean. We checked out the new artwork. I hope to cut out that footage later. I've been at work all morning, so all I got a chance to was to post that one video. Yeah, it sounds like the symphony's practicing here. So there's always so much going on in Chicago. I cannot physically cover everything at the same time. Look, there's multiple things I would like to sit here and just do this practice, but I told people I was going to go down to the Hilton before this. We were walking by this, and I only got an hour for lunch. People are always like, when do you eat lunch? I'm like, other times, you know. Don't worry, I eat my lunch. I'm a large mammal here, way over 250 pounds. I'll survive. There, yeah, the symphony's practicing here. There's the Pritzker band shell. So I'm not going to stick around here too much, but I just show that we stopped by here. Let's see if they actually play any music here. I think it looks like they got a singer there. Look at that. So here, as soon as we walk away, they'll start practicing. I know that it's usually the case there. So here, we'll keep on going here. Hey, I hear the piano. As soon as I turned around, the piano started. Let's see if it happens again. Hey, there's the Great Bean of Chicago. How you doing there? Let me turn the chat back on. Yeah, thanks everybody for saying hello there. Large mammal. Yeah, thanks for getting that. People worried that I'm going to starve. I think I can survive a week or two on my blubber here. Here we go. I appreciate people's concern. You know, people, I've never gotten so much, not you guys are great here in the Lunch Bunch. I really appreciate your audience and perspective, and people fill me in with information and stuff like that. But I've never gotten so much free advice from TikTok. Everybody's like, you should do it differently. You should do it this way. You should do it that way. You should monetize your account. I'm like, man, you know, like, you want to cut? It's just like, I guess everybody. There, see, there. As soon as I left her, she's, oh, wow. Journey. Doing a cover of it. Wow. You're trying to get the crowd to sing along. You recognize this song, right? Come on, she's got to stand right there. Sorry to hear that, Michael, about your cat there. Yeah, we'll celebrate the life of your cat there. I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, that song is for these little young people right here. Our future. Don't stop believing.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to Chicago. Yeah. So we got a little bit of that. I knew when I started walking away, they would start practicing again, and I would love to stick around. Yeah, they were doing a cover of Journey's "Don't Stop Believin'." We heard that even at Wrigley Field, and I guess there's a free concert tonight. Yeah, but we got places to go. Yeah, sorry, Michael, about your cat there. I just saw that when we were listening to the music. That's why I didn't respond right away. But we'll head down to the Hilton here. Yeah, they're practicing some more here, so it's just always so much going on. I can't cover everything. I want to split myself into 2, 3, 4 people and cover multiple things at once. This time of the summer, it's hard to do it. There's always something going on here in the city here. We'll head around here. 14 years, the boss. Oh, sorry to hear that, Michael. Yeah, Michael lost one of his cats. And so here we'll head down to the Crown Fountain here. We got 1216. Welcome to Chicago. We were at the Crown Fountain twice today. First time it wasn't turned on. The second time they turned it on, so we got a cycle of the water spitting out there. We saw these sculptures here. It's Franz West there from Austria there. He's a Stonehenge. These sculptures here right next to the Crown Fountain. Look at all the kids in there playing in the water there. We got a hot day today, so what a great day to cool off in the Crown Fountain. And we still streaming okay, good. Here, look at these sculptures here. Yeah, look at the Crown Fountain. It's looking nice here. The kids are playing on a hot summer day here. We'll probably get to 85 today. It's only 80 degrees right now. It's actually not as hot as I feared it was going to be. Look at that. Look at this artwork. They got this artwork here. These crazy, I think it's called balls there in Austrian, whatever that translates to. And that's the name of the sculpture. Yeah, thanks everybody for giving your condolences to Michael with his cat, and we all share in everybody's loss and pets and family and other people dealing with important milestones and life events here. Hey, there's J-Lo. She's on the Lola. And here we'll cross the street here and we'll try to get across here. There's probably the security right there. There, Smoothie. We'll go by the Art Institute here. We'll check out the food trucks here. Hey, how you doing? Hey, there we go. Look at that. Delicious. Delicia. Get the food trucks here. There's the L train going by there. That's on Monroe Street. We're on Monroe Street here. Taco burrito. Hey, taco burrito salsa. There you go. Look at that. How you doing, Taco? There's your food truck there. Taco burrito salsa. How you doing there? Taco jalapeno salsa. So there's taco jalapeno salsa, which is our friend here on the lunch bunch, and then we got taco burrito salsa. That's great. There's the L train going by. Yeah, they're moving the Pritzker Museum. They're moving the Pritzker Museum to consolidate with another museum. So it used to be located there in the Monroe building, but it's shutting down there. Look at that. So look at this, new season on Audible. So I guess that's what that is. Is it the winter's coming, the Game of Thrones or something? Is that what this is? I'm not for sure. It's, you know, I guess I should know what this advertisement's about here. But here, let's get down towards the Hilton Hotel here. How you doing? Good morning, or good afternoon there. Thank you. Yeah, taco jalapeno salsa. You got a taco burrito salsa truck here. Look at the food trucks. There's the Art Institute of Chicago. We'll go past the Lions. We go through this all the time. I'm walking this way to go to the Hilton because that's where the National Association of Black Journalists is having their conference. We were there this morning on TikTok, and I'm not trying to promote one candidate over the other. I tried to do a fair and balanced reporting this morning. I said if Kamala Harris was there, I would cover it too. We walked around the corner, and there was a Kamala Harris mural on the side of a building, even though Trump is expected to speak at the conference. And it's going to be a newsworthy event. I guess the news media, I have no idea what's going to happen. There's the Sears Tower. There's the Route 66 begin sign. Here's the Lions here in front of the Art Institute of Chicago. Now when the sun comes out, it feels warm. And I can see some of the Lollapalooza stuff that we walked by this morning, the entry gates there. Tomorrow begins Lollapalooza. And so we'll head south on Michigan Avenue. And we'll see what's happening at the Hilton there. That guy's stripping down there. There you go. There's your exposed skin. But here we'll head past. See, they got this Southern Plaza blocked off. They don't want people in it for Lollapalooza or whatever's going to happen in front of the Hilton Hotel. We expect some sort of protest. People were messaging me, man. They were like, "Are you going to cover the protest tomorrow?" I'm like, "What protest?" And I didn't even realize until I checked the news that Trump was going to be in Chicago attending the National Association of Black Journalists. They're having their conference here at the Hilton. They always invite the presidential candidates or any candidates, and he took them up on their offer. So we'll see what comes out of it here. And there, Jeffrey Jump. There's the Jeffrey Jump. You can goes express there, goes down to Sable Lakeshore Drive. So here they got Jackson Street closed off for Lollapalooza. There's the L train going by there on Jackson Street, Jackson and Wabash. We'll go by the Relish hot dogs. 84 degrees in downtown, lots of sun. Thanks for the information there, Taco. Yeah. Hey, you saw a picture of the lobby? See, yeah, we were in there this morning. We've been in there before, of course. Have you ever seen The Fugitive with Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones? They filmed many scenes. I think actually the large conference room in The Fugitive where, you know, he gives the speech with his doctor and all that stuff. I think that's actually the conference room probably where the National Association of Black Journalists is having their conference at, and that's probably where Trump's going to speak today. I heard 1 o'clock, and then I heard somebody else say 2 o'clock. So I doubt whatever time, it's not going to be 2 o'clock. They're going to, you know, he'll get there when he gets there. And I won't be able to stick, just a heads up, I won't be able to stick around the whole time. If something's going on down here, closer to 1 o'clock, I'll have to get out of here and head back up. And maybe tonight on TikTok, we'll see if there's anything else going on anywhere in the loop. There's a nice pup there with the tongue sticking out there, heading across the Michigan Avenue. Here we'll see some Lollapalooza stuff. Here's the Metro, the French-inspired, it's Art Nouveau style metro station. Copies the or references the Paris subway. And again, congratulations to the women's gymnastic team there. They won the gold team medal there. Stuff, and there's probably more web medals to be won for the women's gymnastics there. It was great. They by 6 points. By 6 points, they beat the silver medalist. It was an amazing performance there. And the Olympics are nice there. 70s in UK, not too bad. Yeah, we're finally getting a hot weather day. Feels like summer, just in time for Lollapalooza here. So we'll head by Roosevelt University. There, Chris, your alma mater there. Louis Sullivan, Roosevelt University with the green R there. There's the Congress Hotel, of course. It's haunted. Look, people are waiting in line for wristband assistance. No, that's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. And they're waiting in line already for wristband assistance here for the Lolla merch tent. So much is going on. 4 days of Lollapalooza. And yeah. So then we'll actually get the sign here. We got this morning. So there, we're getting closer. We'll cross Ida B. Wells here. This, of course, aligns with the Buckingham Fountain. And we'll cross over into the South Loop that borders, how you doing? The South Loop that borders Grant Park here. There, we got a nice view, Lollapalooza. Let's zoom in there, let's get that sign there. Yeah, Lollapalooza, it's gonna start tomorrow. I hope to cover it starting about this time or a little later. They're driving the golf cart around here, that's great. Cruising the area there. So yeah, several of these buildings along Michigan Avenue have the old style elevators. I've actually been in a few of them. They're mainly up this way. That's some of these old clubs and stuff. A lot of them are, some of them are human operated. There's still a guy that sits in a chair. The old elevator where you got to use the brake and the lever, and it's amazing there. The guy sits in the elevator. They work in shifts. and he works it, and he has to line up the floor. Sometimes he doesn't get the floor exactly right, and there's like a little, you got to step up or step down, because you actually use like a brake, you know. It's like the old time elevators. And yeah, the doors come across, they're like the accordion doors, and they kind of, you can look through them, they look like a dog gate or something, you know. And it's interesting, those old style elevators still used here, the Otis elevators. Otis was an elevator company, it still produces elevators. Otis Elevator Company, the original Otis elevator. And here we're almost down. See, look, so now it looks like there's more activity in the lobby. It was too early in the morning, but I already saw pictures. There's more people in the lobby gathered for the National Association of Black Journalists having their conference here. Same time, day before, it starts a day before Lollapalooza. I'm sure hotel prices were probably pretty steep, because not only people are coming to town for Lollapalooza for this conference and all the other stuff happening this weekend. You went to Lolla in 2019. Hopefully that was a good year. Yeah, I've been going to Lolla since I've been in Chicago I remember 2008 was a good year. It was Radiohead, Rage Against the Machine, and 9 Inch Nails were the headliners, and that was an amazing to see Radiohead there with the fireworks going off in the background on the main stage there. And Rage Against the Machine, they had to keep shutting down the concert because the crowd surge was too much. But look, already I see a Palestinian flag. We're going to see some protesters up here protesting Trump speaking at the National Association of Black Journalists. Again, I'm trying to be like a journalist. I'm not going to, if people try to get me to weigh in one side or the other, I have my own personal feelings, but I don't expect anybody, my opinion, to sway anybody else. And you see how the scene is, I realize people can make up their own minds. You're intelligent enough. I'm not going to be an influencer on politics, trust me. But nor do I want to be. I don't want the responsibility. I'm a Gen X slacker, come on. But there's many more people here than were here this morning. And I'm actually relieved I'm doing this on YouTube, because, you know, we have more freedom of speech, in my opinion, on YouTube. And if I run across any flagrant displays of free speech here, hopefully YouTube will cut me some slack here. We won't trip the algorithm here. But hey, here we are. There's the Hilton Hotel in Chicago. You see heavy police presence here, and it's already half an hour before Trump is expected to arrive around 1 o'clock. I bet he won't be here until 2. Here, are we streaming okay? Marco, how you doing there? Taco Sharon. Here we are across from Hilton. So I'll just kind of go quiet once we get, and we'll just listen to what the protesters are saying here. And it's mainly just a group of interested people here. the media circus. Here we go. How you doing? How you doing? That's a nice shirt there. I like that shirt there. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Sox fan. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. So this is free speech in action right here. We're in front of the Hilton Hotel. Look how large this hotel is.
Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Oppressive systems got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Oppressive systems got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Oppressive systems got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Oppressive systems got to go. Hey, hey. system's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, oppressive system's got to go.
And the United Nations is incredible work. Let's hear it for that one more time, y'all. And just on the tails of that wonderful speech, we might as well once again plug the fact that we not only protesting Trump, there's a full-blown election.
Do you think God sees what happens in private?
So yeah, we'll walk around it. We'll walk around to see if there's any other counter protesters or anything going on here. I just got down here. We got 12:32, and we'll come back around to this point here. See, here's the fountain here. We're at Grant Park here. Here's I'll show you. You know, we've talked many times about 1968, the police riot. That's what they call it there, with the hippies protesting the 1968 Democratic Convention. It happened right around the same area, the Blackstone Hotel, and the hippies rallied around this sculpture back in 1968. Of course, they were in Lincoln Park too, and then right again here, you know, we're at the Hilton here. The National Association of Black Journalists is having their convention here. They invited both Kamala Harris and Trump to attend. Kamala Harris had a scheduling conflict, but Trump made it here. And see, they got I'll show you, they got the sidewalk closed down here. Will they go ahead? We'll head across the street here. We're at Michigan Avenue. And here you see the large group over there. Here's the people protesting Trump and people pro-Palestinian, but it's also free speech people here in Chicago. You see there's a large amount of, well, here, let's see if we can get over here. So they have this entrance blocked off here, so I suspect this might be where they're going to be arriving here. We'll actually go by the entrance. We'll see if we can walk through here. I'm not going to attempt to go inside. That's why I went in this morning. I figure I'll get asked for credentials, or while I'm entering the hotel. The security for the hotel is going to be really strict. But we see some medias here, people with the Black Journalists Association here, conference. And you see right here the people got, and here we'll just walk through here. There's a crowd gathered here, and protesters are across the street. Other social media people are here. Police security presence, which is understandable. We got people with their credentials here. Hey, so he's wearing it. There's both pro and anti people here. And so here, we'll keep walking through here. Well, we made it through the entrance. I'm amazed we were able to get that close. And here, we'll head around the side here. We'll see if my friend I saw this morning, I saw one of the securities from the Blackstone Hotel. He recognized me, and I'm like, yeah, I'll be back here at noon, so I want to see if he's still out here, because I told him I'd be back. Hey, how's it going, everybody? How you doing there? So he's supposed to arrive after 1 o'clock, maybe closer to 2. They got the side streets closed off here, and so I'm just kind of, see, they got, this is Balboa. Balboa is closed off, and they got both the north and south closed off here, so you can't get through. So we'll cross the street again, and we'll head back around here. So here you can see the protesters are on the left side of the street, and the people attending the conference and some of the other security is in front of the main entrance here. And I'm sure if I go in this hotel, I'd be asked why I'm doing. That's why I went in this morning. That footage is already on TikTok. If you want to see the inside of the hotel, we got, we walked through there this morning, and you see quite a different scene here today. There's media, and then there's a lot of bloggers.
Trump is a convicted criminal and a felon and a fraudster and a rapist. He's a criminal in the hotel right now. Why is his jet not impounded? His jet should be in the impound.
Welcome to America 2024. This is amazing. See, there's Trump supporters and people protesting against him being here. There's a heavy police presence. We're in front of the Hilton Hotel here in Chicago. Media. Yeah, isn't that amazing? It shows the Supreme Court has weighed in that they're going to allow it, and it's because the Supreme Court doesn't want to be perceived as deciding the election, which they very well may have to. And that's the problem with our constitutional republic, is that because of the Electoral College, it leads to these disputes like we had in 2000 with the Al Gore George Bush the second election, you know. And I remember that. We're at a much more politically divided time here. And here we'll go back to the protest side of the street here. There's the Hilton Hotel there. Welcome to Chicago. We're just covering the the Association of Black Journalists Conference. Trump's going to speak here today, and you'll see it in the news later tonight here. So we'll go back to listening to the Trump protesters here.
He's not welcome anywhere. He's not welcome anywhere. He's not welcome anywhere. Donald Trump's not welcome here. Donald Trump's not welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. Donald Trump's not welcome here. Donald Trump's not welcome here. Donald Trump's not welcome here. Donald Trump's not welcome here.
Donald Trump's not welcome here.
Donald Trump's not welcome here.
Donald Trump's not welcome here.
Donald Trump's not welcome here.
Donald Trump's not welcome here.
Donald Trump's not welcome here.
Donald Trump's not welcome here.
Donald Trump's not welcome here.
Donald Trump's not welcome here.
Donald Trump's not welcome here.
Not welcome here, not welcome here.
Not welcome here.
Not welcome here, not welcome there.
Not welcome here. Not welcome there.
Donald Trump's not welcome here.
Donald Trump's not welcome here.
Donald Trump's not welcome there.
Donald Trump's not welcome here.
Racists are not welcome here.
Racists are not welcome here.
Racists are not welcome there.
Racists are not welcome there.
Not welcome there, not welcome here.
Not welcome there. Not welcome here.
Racists can't go anywhere.
Racists can't go anywhere.
Not welcome here, not welcome
sorry.
there.
Not welcome here.
Sorry.
We're all walking around trying to avoid each other.
Yeah, I know. I keep turning around. Sorry. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I've been to so many protests; it's normal to me.
Good. Did you bike here, or you just wore it for the?
Both.
Oh, good. That's
Train,
good.
train, and bike.
That's good. I got my helmet in my backpack.
There's another protest. They say it's for Sonia Massey.
Oh yeah.
At 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Where's that at?
1410 something on Washington, I think.
1410 Washington, West Loop, 1410 Washington. Thanks for letting me know. Is there going to be anything at Trump Tower? Is there going to be anything at Trump Tower?
Unfortunately, the tower still stands.
I know, yeah, I can't believe. And Bill Burke allowed that sign to go up, or Ed Burke, or whatever.
I've been saying for years, we ought to either turn it into a homeless shelter. If that doesn't work, then we melt it down and use it to build a border wall.
Yeah, that's it. People joke when I'm on here, they're like, take the T and the P off and make it the Rum Tower, the Bacardi Rum 151, you know. Melt it down.
And I got a campaign sign.
Yeah.
For a Republican campaign sign.
Yeah.
you make it in red letter, dump Vance.
Yeah, that's awesome. JD Vance. That's awesome.
And another one is just make a sign with the abbreviation, say GD Vance.
Yeah. God damn it. That's awesome. I'm insulted because I have hillbilly ancestors. I don't want to be insulted.
I make a few signs, so I'm always thinking of stuff.
That's good. Yeah, that's good for the
This
signs.
is an old sign.
Yeah.
This issue keeps coming up.
Oh yeah, I know. We keep fighting for our rights. We got to stop. Thanks for talking. I really appreciate it. This is great. Keep up the good work here. Yeah.
We'll never be defeated.
The people united will 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 never be defeated.
Thank you. Thank you. That's nice. Thank you.
The people united will never be defeated.
The people united will never be defeated.
The people united will never be defeated.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
The people united will never be defeated.
The people.
So here we are in front of the Hilton Hotel. Of course, Trump's supposed to speak later today here at the Black Journalist Conference here that's going on, the National Association for Black Journalists. And yeah, this guy, we talked to this guy earlier. That's amazing.
There's that fucking weirdo. Look at that fucking weirdo over there. Welcome to Lollapalooza. You fucking weirdo.
But hey, thanks for tuning in here. So, you know, the crowds, you know, the people showed up, but it's not as, it might get larger. We actually walked by there. They got both Balboa and 8th Street or 9th, not going to enter from. And I heard the Blackstone Hotel, they were like, they might use that side entrance. But I got to get back to work here, so I'm going to walk back up Michigan Avenue here. We got 12:45, 12:44, so I got 15 minutes to get back towards the office here. I didn't even start right on time. That's a nice shirt. Look at that tiger shirt he's got there. That's amazing. I like the shirt. That's amazing. That is great. Very sparkly. It's like the whole... there's the Spurtis Museum right there. Museum to Jewish culture and heritage, and then there's the Blackstone Hotel. So you see, there's the Blackstone Hotel. Remember when I talk about the '68 Democratic Convention and the riot that happened here? There's the Hilton Hotel. There's where Trump's going to speak later today. You'll see it on the news, I'm sure, tonight. There's the Blackstone Hotel, and this intersection right here is where the Chicago police fought with the hippies in the anti-war protesters that were protesting the nominating process for the '68 Democratic Convention here in Chicago. And this is all for Lollapalooza. So it's funny that Lollapalooza is going on. This is going on. We got so much going on as always. We'll just head up Michigan Avenue. Yeah. Thanks everybody for tuning in. It'll report that 1 million supporters were in the crowd. That's why I went down here to cover it, so you could see with your own eyes how large or small the crowds were. And look, it shows you how diverse America is. There we saw black people with Trump hats on. We saw white people against Trump. We saw white men against Trump. We saw the Palestinian protesters against Trump, and just general people that think he got off the hook with his felonies and shouldn't be eligible to run. But you know, it shows you America is more diverse. Not everybody of any demographic votes the same way. Not all women vote the same way. We know this, you know, and it's why, you know, I run the fine line here of trying to run this like a journalist. It's hard when I got to interact with the people I'm standing right next to, and I don't want to, you know, be chased off here just filming it here. So here, Lollapalooza. Here we're at, this is Harrison crossing over here. Thanks for tuning in here. tomorrow we'll go into Lollapalooza. At least that's the plan. I got my bracelets, and we'll check it out there. I'll probably like be off and on all afternoon into the evening. I hope to stick around into the evening if I can maintain my battery. I might have to go back. Supposedly they're going to have places where you can charge batteries in there, but you might have to pay for that. It's like an extra perk or something. Yeah, we'll show you the truth. The truth will set you free. That's why I say we show the world as it is, not as we want it to be. You know, sometimes camera, you know, your person on the street here, it has value here. Thanks for tuning in. Here's the box office for Lollapalooza. People are lined up. Yeah, we got a major music festival going on here next 4 days, Lollapalooza. There's the box office hours there, 12 to 7, 10 to 9. Wristband issues, go to will call. There, Roosevelt University. But hey, box office for Lollapalooza. Here's the one of the main entrances here. We'll cross here at Ida B. Wells here and Michigan Avenue. Yeah, thanks. I'm trying not to be, you know, I know people have their own opinions. It's more complex, you know, even me, you know, I'm almost, at times, there's Lollapalooza. How you doing there? How you doing? You know, the enthusiasm gap, you know, you know, people that like Trump really like him. You know, even though I lean to the left, I don't get as excited about our candidates. You know, it's not like such an existential crisis that the other side feels, you know, and I'm more libertarian, so I don't necessarily have a candidate that ever aligns with my views, and so I'm used to, you know, making compromises. That's part of democracies. You make compromises. You know, you vote for, a lot of times we vote against somebody. Like, you know, I'm not crazy about Trump personally. I don't expect anybody else to share my opinion. He's not my guy. I don't get excited by him. I'm actually repelled by him. But, so my vote is mainly voting against him. You know, no matter who, you know, the other side, they put up a wet noodle. I'd rather vote for a wet noodle than Trump. So it makes my decision easy. But other people, Trump's their guy. They're really excited, you know, and I'm jealous because they actually have a candidate that, you know, is their voice, you know, and libertarians will never win an election, not in America, and I don't expect them to, because most people wouldn't like to live in a libertarian world. It would be too, even I probably wouldn't. I'd probably be like, hey, let's go back to the old way, because it would be like everything's allowed, you know, it's too much. We need some boundaries, you know, including with economics. You know, I'm really laissez-faire. I want free markets, but we still have a mixed economy with some socialism wrapped into it. I'm all over the place here, but hey, we're back to the Van Buren Metro Station here. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for the great Lunch Bunch audience here for being so civil, and that's why I was almost relieved to do this on TikTok, or do this on YouTube instead of TikTok, because we did it this morning on TikTok, and amazingly there was like hardly any negative comments for me covering that, which is amazing, thanks to my moderators. So yeah, I'm not crazy about Robert Kennedy Jr. I'm not crazy about his candidacy either. I fear that Kennedy would only take votes away. Well, when Biden was running, I felt like Kennedy would only take votes away from Biden. It would actually help Trump. He would be like a spoiler. And the same when Ross Perot ran twice in the 92 and 96, he took more votes from Bush and Bob Dole than he took from Clinton. And actually, if Ross Perot wouldn't have ran in 92, Bill Clinton might not have won that election. It's amazing, because Bush the first and Clinton did not have an outright majority of the popular vote. But the Perot wasn't able to hardly win any delegates. I don't think he won any delegates. He just took away some of the votes for Bush, you know. So third-party candidates in America, very, very mixed bag. And so I'm a libertarian that aligns with the left. There's some libertarians that align with the right, like Rand Paul or Ron Paul. Rand Paul, I don't know what he stands for anymore. He's all over the map. Even as a libertarian, I'm like, dude, you lost me on some of your positions. You know, you're not your father. Ron Paul, I liked Ron Paul because he was critical of the Federal Reserve. He would sit there in the Federal Reserve. He would hold up a gold coin. He'd be like, "Is this money?" And like Ben Bernanke would like stammer around and say like, he's like, "What has value is this money?" And Ben Bernanke wouldn't say. He would just like the Fed. They never answer your question. They just kind of speak in riddles. And like Greenspan could talk for hours and say nothing. The market loved it. That's a true talent right there. Lisa, how you doing there? You got an altercation with some Rand Paul's people? Yeah. So I'm making a distinction between Ron Paul and Rand Paul. Rand Paul is the son of Ron Paul. Ron Paul is a lot, to me, Ron Paul was more of a libertarian than his son. I think his son kind of drank the Kool-Aid there and just riding the wave here. Look at this banner going through. They got a banner in front of the Art Institute of Chicago. It's like an old medieval banner with the lions here. So let's see what this is. Oh, there's something going on here. Preserve. So something's going on here. This Knights of Columbus, what is this? Preserve our children's innocence. Stop the sexualization of children. So, look at this. How you doing? How you doing?
Drag queen stories time. It's child abuse.
Thank you. Look at that. Tradition, family property. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, good. Thank you. So does the Art Institute of Chicago have something to do with this, or you just okay? You got a permit for right here. Okay, good. Thank you.
Public.
Yeah, good. Thank you. Very good. Thank you. That's good. Freedom of speech. I'm all for freedom of speech. Thank you. Freedom of speech. Thank you. That's good. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to see if they were pushing for them to get noticed, and I think that's why they picked. I was like, does this have something specific to do with the Art Institute, or the any of the paintings in there? And it doesn't. It's just they said it's a public walk from pro-Palestine. Here we go. Here's Ed Pash. First, to be critical of social media platforms have a role in this as well. You know, the responsibility of social media companies not to promote the sexualization of children, and is different wide feelings on it here. But here we're at. Yeah, she was here this morning. We heard her this morning. You got somebody like her. But here's the Save the Whales. Here playing against the on a hot summer day. Enjoy the Crown Fountain here. Thank you. It's okay. Doing cartwheels. We'll head over to the Bean here. We got 1257. All kinds of activity going on today here. Welcome to the city here. Great. So we'll one last year before they were doing circus here in less than 3 weeks. It's coming up quick. NZ vibes, yeah. So there's the Great Bean of Chicago there. We were here earlier. Thanks for staying on, everybody. And did I lose my connection? I must have lost my connection here. Yeah, we lost our connection. Yeah, I must have lost my connection when I went by the Crown Fountain. Sometimes we drop out there. Sorry, everybody. Thanks for staying on there. I dropped out, but I don't know where I stopped streaming. I wasn't paying attention here, but we just walked past the Crown Fountain is all it is. And there was kids playing out there, which was nice. Now we're up to the Bean here. We'll give a nice image of the Bean here. Thanks for staying on through the intermittent connectivity. Isn't it amazing? I had connectivity at the Hilton, but I lost it once sometimes we lose it by the Art Institute. Sometimes we lose it by the Bean. They closed the stage back up, so they've ended the practice. There was practice there earlier, and it seems like they closed it up here. So we'll give you one last glimpse of the bean here. Right after the Art Institute, yeah, that's okay. We just missed the Crown Fountain, and there were people, you know, playing in the water there, which was nice to see. Here, we'll head by the Great Bean of Chicago here. There it is. Now it's starting to feel hot. Feels like mid-80s here. Look at the crowds gathered here. So the rest of the city is going on just like it's a normal midsummer July 31st day. Yeah, I think it's a coincidence. Yeah. Welcome to my world, Lisa. I'm paranoid too. You know, I think it's all a vast conspiracy against me. Sometimes we lose our connection in front of the Art Institute. You know, I went back and talked to the guy and asked him. I said, he said no. He said we don't have a. They didn't get a permit. They're just doing their free speech, First Amendment right in a public street, and I support that. You know, freedom of assembly, freedom of speech, just like the other protesters we saw. But a lot of times the city, for big events like the DNC, you're required to get a permit to march around it. If you're gonna take up public streets, you know, it's just to keep things orderly. But they, you know, they allow for it. They may accommodate. If you work with the city, they'll allow for freedom of assembly, freedom of speech, marches, whatever the cause. Yeah, the Prudential Building. That's good. We'll show it here. If we can. We'll get around here. Hey, they got drummers over there. But hey, we'll head back to work here. So there's the old Prudential Building, you see the tip top of the new one, the one they built in 1988. There's the Aon to the right, the one that looks like the World Trade Center. That used to be the Standard Oil Building, then it was Amoco. Now it's the Aon Building, it's insurance. There's this colonnade. And there's Prudential Building. They got the rock on the side, their old advertisement. And Blue Cross Blue Shield's over there. So Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aon, and Prudential, they're all insurance. All three of those are insurance. The Willis Tower is insurance. It shows you the amount of money the insurance companies make to build these towers or do their naming rights for the towers. Here, we'll head around here. Yeah, I saw that, Kevin. Did you see? Yeah, maybe, hopefully you were on when I was filming the protesters there, and yeah, that's why I want to see what activity was going on. You'll see it on the news that later today, or maybe right now, Trump's going to give a speech to the National Association of Black Journalists conference is going on there, and at the Hilton Hotel, and I just want to cover it here. I told people I'd be covering it on YouTube here at lunchtime. Thanks for being on of it. I lost my connection when we went by the Art Institute on the way back. We encountered the other free speech thing that was going on there. So just by coincidence, I just cut out there by the Art Institute. We got the stream back eventually. Thanks for coming back here, everybody. I won't be on too much longer here. We'll wrap this up once we cross the street here. Look at that thing moving around there. There's the last car here. Yeah, we're gonna make it now. There we go. On the rocks. On the rocks. That's good. Yeah, on the rock, the Prudential rock. They should put a... Yeah, I just got it. See, there's the Prudential, the rock. That's the Rock of Gibraltar. And yeah, they should call the bar On the Rocks. That's a good idea. But here, we'll head up Michigan Avenue here. We'll see the Wrigley building here. How you doing? Yeah, people enjoying summertime. Lollapalooza starts tomorrow. So I'll be on TikTok tonight. We'll see if there's any. There's a, that guy I was talking to, he said there's a protest in the West Loop for the woman that was unfortunately killed by police officers there in Springfield. With, I'm sure you've heard about that incident, and say her name and all that. And then there might be some protest around the Trump Tower today, but I don't know. We'll see once I get out of work. I got some work to do this afternoon, so I'm gonna go back to work, and then after 5 o'clock I'll be on TikTok. But thanks for tuning in here on YouTube. If you missed any part of this, you can check out the full rerun there on the live tab on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in here, and we'll end it up here at Nutella. The line seems to have dwindled down a little bit, so everybody made it inside there. They still got seating out here, so it's pretty hot. Everybody's inside today. They're choosing to sit inside the air conditioning instead of sit outside here. There's a few people sitting outside. There's Nutella. But hey, thanks everybody for joining us. We'll sign off here once we get across the street. Have a good rest of your Wednesday there, and we'll see what happens later today, and we'll talk about it then. Okay? Stay cool. Hey, thanks, Pizza. Thanks, Roxy. Thanks, Dolores, Marco, Kevin, everybody else, John, James, Sharon, Kate. Thanks for tuning in there, and we'll talk to you later there. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a good day. Appreciate it.